Hello, hello. Hey, sweet people. It is Foster from Inglês no Rádio. Just a quick note before we get started with the show today. We have some big news. The pre-sale for our reading masterclass opens today. That is March 8th, 2021. March 8th, 2021. And we are really, really excited about this. The Reading Masterclass is essentially a collection of everything that we have learned about how to read, how to use reading to improve your English. So we have tons of resources, crazy techniques, challenges, all of that fun stuff. And of course, Alexia and I will be participating with you the entire time. It's going to be really fun. We are super excited. So the course starts next week, but you can reserve your space today with a huge 50% discount. So if you want to learn more about the Reading Masterclass, check out inglesnuecru.com. Okay, let's get on with the show.
Hello! Gente, pela primeira vez aqui no Inglês no Micro Rádio, vocês vão escutar uma promoção inédita do Cambly. Pela primeira vez na vida, o Cambly está dando desconto no plano mensal. Isso nunca aconteceu antes e essa é a sua melhor oportunidade de experimentar o Cambly antes de você se comprometer com um plano mais longo, né? Então, assim, é só você usar o nosso código. E o nosso código é Inglês no Cru Mensal até o dia 31 de março de 2021. E aí você vai poder aproveitar a aula grátis e também aproveitar o desconto. Tem plano a partir de R$ 99,00 e, gente, vale muito a pena. Então corre, que é só até o final do mês e vale muito a pena. Promoção inédita aqui no Inglês no Micro Rádio, só para vocês, feito pelo Cambly. Now, on with the show.
Hello, hello. Hey, sweet people. Welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. Today, I'm not here with Alexia. Today, I am here with one of our students, one of our longtime and most favorite students, Ismael. Ismael, welcome to the show.
Hey, Foster.
How are you doing, Ismael? And where are you coming to us from?
Well, I'm good. I'm coming from Campinas, São Paulo, Brazil.
Yeah. I think most people know Campinas is in Brazil. Very cool. So, just to give a little bit of context, a little bit of background, I've wanted to have Ismael on the show for a long time. Number one, because he's a great student. Number two, a super interesting person to talk to, and I just enjoy having conversations with you. And number three, you recently sent us a message about one of our episodes, and I wanted to talk a little bit with a little bit more detail about that. Does that sound good to you?
Yes.
Okay. But before we do that, Ismael, can you give our listeners just a little bit of your story, your background with English? I think everyone will already notice that you speak English very, very well, but I think they will be quite surprised at how you arrived to have such an advanced level of English.
Okay. Well, where can I start? Well, I started to get interested in English. I think it was around, I don't know, maybe somewhere around high school. Here, well, all of our Brazilian listeners maybe certainly already know that, but in Brazil, you start when you are in public schools. You only start studying English when you reach fifth grade.
Mm-hmm. Fifth grade is approximately how many years old?
11. Well, when I was in fifth grade, it's quite some time ago now. Uh, it was 11. Right now, I think it's probably younger, but I'm not sure.
Cool.
But even so, to start learning a language, I think it's a general opinion that's kind of old, depending on your point of view. But anyways, 11 years, and it's like any other subject when you're in school. You like Portuguese or English or English for a American, I mean, and
Yeah, yeah.
arts and science, and there's just subjects you like and subjects you don't. And I when I started, I wasn't really very fond of English, and through the years, it started to change very slow. So when I was at high school,
hmm I think I would say when I was in high school.
yes, when I was in high school, I started to get more interested. I was reading a lot already in books in Portuguese. I liked Sherlock Holmes a lot.
Nice. And you were reading in Portuguese?
Yes, by the time I was reading in Portuguese, and at some point, I discovered Harry Potter books. I was like maybe 13 years, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Can I ask you really quick, Ismail, if you don't mind, how old are you?
I am 30 years old.
Nice. That's what I was thinking. I'm 31, and I think I discovered Harry Potter at approximately the same time as you did.
Yes, and funny thing, I read the books all out of order. I started, I started in the second, then I think I read the fourth, and then I just caught up maybe in the last two or three books, but I messed up when I started because I didn't have access to. Well, I'm not saying I didn't have access, but a library, to buy books to read and all. It wasn't part of my life,
Yeah. It was a lot more difficult back then. Like,
Yes,
I remember when I believe it was, like, the 2nd book coming out and Harry Potter was already, like, a global thing. I had to go to the bookstore and wait in line, like, to get a copy of Harry Potter, and nowadays, I can just immediately have it sent to my Kindle automatically.
yes, and I found the Harry Potter book in the school library,
Nice.
and I started to read. I liked the story a lot, and I think in the same year I watched the first movie, and boom, instant fan. And well, just to cut the story short a little bit, because well, nothing, nothing very interest happened.
Yeah, we can talk about
Yeah,
all 7 Harry Potter books individually for hours. Yeah.
but from all the 2000 kids listening to the show that don't remember, in the early 2000s, when you had a DVD with a movie. The movie, the disc had extras about the cast and the backstages of the movie production.
Yeah,
And
I remember that.
I and man, I was so fascinating watching the Harry Potter movies and seeing the extras on the DVDs, and
I was so fascinated.
yeah, I was so fascinated, and I started to well, back then YouTube was not that huge thing that is today, and I started to look for cast members interview on YouTube, just to get to know him a little better. We didn't have
Mhm.
Instagram or a huge social medias back then, so you didn't have the chance to get to know your favorite actor or actress easier, like it
Right.
is today. So I was on YouTube looking for cast member interviews, like on David Letterman and Jimmy Kimmel and Conan O'Brien, things like that. And here we finally got to the English part. The problem was, we Brazilians that like to do that and did not speak English depended strongly on Brazilian fans that did speak English. So they would subtitle the video for us and upload
Right.
again on YouTube. Problem is, there were too much videos to few fans able to subtitle. I think of a question of
Supply and
days,
demand,
exactly.
perhaps.
Supply and demand, exactly. And I was like, man, there's this recent interview that was released, but there's no subtitles yet. And that kind of frustrated me a little bit. So, so I was like, I got to learn that thing, man. And skill isn't helping because basically, I don't know how it was for kids in the US, but it's common knowledge that education here in Brazil struggles a lot, and there are
Yeah.
those subjects that receive more attention, like Portuguese and math, and I don't know, physics maybe. The others, like geography and history and all things like that, it's kind of, well, it's kind of harder.
Yeah. I think it's pretty similar in the US, at least in my experience. Like, I took Spanish in high school, but there was not much attention given to Spanish. And to be honest, I'm almost embarrassed to say this. I've never taken any sort of class in physics. I went through all of high school, university, graduate school, and I literally know nothing about physics.
Yep, yeah, that's how it is pretty similar indeed. Uh,
Muito obrigada por ter escutado mais um episódio aqui do Inglês de Necrorádio. É muito bom ter você juntinho assim de nós. Faz muito, muito carinho no nosso coração, digamos assim. Então você que está interessado em saber mais sobre os nossos produtos e saber mais sobre a gente, o que a gente oferece para vocês em relação a estudo, a challenge, a curso, vá lá no inglesdenecro.com e você pode ver mais sobre as worksheets, por exemplo.
Yeah. If you want to really improve your English, if you want to learn more about the ways you can do that and just connect with us on a deeper level, go to inglesdenecro.com. And as always, keep up the good fight.
And lose well.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.